Hi everyone, it's Lindy on here from Pink Whisper Designs. Today I thought we'd make a little baby shower party favor, and we're going to be using the Lawn Fawn gift card pop-up die to do this. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to be using the Lawn Fawn Spring Fling paper pack, and we're going to be using the blue floral and the pink floral and the coordinating pink and blue papers. We're going to be using this Lawn Fawn gift card pop-up die, which would normally be used inside a card to hold a gift card. But we're going to do something a little bit different here. I'm going to line it up on my floral paper, and I'm going to run that through my die cutting machine. And this is the Spellbinders Platinum 6 machine. Now once we have that, we're going to also need a circle. These are the small stitched circle stackables, and we're going to take that largest circle and run that through with the pink coordinating paper. Now once we have that done, first off we're going to fold that gift card pop-up in half, and then we're going to slide that circle up into that opening there. But I do need to cut off the excess, so I'm going to mark that with a pencil, and I'm going to grab my Tim Holtz titanium scissors, and I'm just going to cut off that excess. And I'm not going to be folding the two little fold score lines on the scalloped edge there. I'm just going to leave those flat. So now that I have that tucked inside, I want to tape it down, and I'm going to be using the Lawn Fawn 1/4 inch double-sided tape. This is a permanent tape, and I'm just running it along that arch, right from score line to score line across that arch. This is just to kind of tape this pink paper right into place. So I'm just pulling up on that circle till it fits fairly snugly right into that opening, making sure that it's straight, and I'm going to pick up that circle. So that's going to create that little pop-up section here. So now that I have that all set, I'm going to be using the Pixie Dust glitter paper. This is a 100-pound paper, and I'm also going to be using my alphabet die set, and this is called Cole's ABCs. And also I want to use my Strathmore Bristol Smooth 100-pound cardstock. So we're going to be die cutting using the Sizzix Sidekick machine, and we're going to be die cutting the word baby. I want one set out of the glitter paper, which is on the left, and two sets from the 100-pound Strathmore Bristol Smooth paper. And I'm just going to layer these up so I get a nice thick embellishment. And I want the glitter paper to be on the top. And you can do as many or as few layers of this as you like. And there you can see we have that beautiful glittery letter there. So I went ahead and did all the letters the same way and spelled out the word baby. Now to die cut some clouds, we're going to be using the Elizabeth Craft Soft Finish cardstock, and you can see there that it has this beautiful like suede type finish. So we want two of that little cloud there, and this is from the Spring Showers die collection, and we're going to die cut two of those. And now we're going to take this die set, and this is called the Stitched Basket, and we want to create that bow, just the bow here. So I need those two pieces in order to do that. And the bow is going to be die cut from the Sticky Note cardstock in the 100-pound weight. I'm going to place a piece of that 1/4 inch double-sided tape right down the center of the back side of the bow, and then I'm going to just make sure that that tape isn't sticking out anywhere, so I'm just kind of pushing it in a little bit. And then I want to round this the bow a little bit before I try to bend it over. So I'm just using a pen here, just kind of rolling it around the pen. You could use a pencil or a paintbrush, whatever you have, and just kind of round it a little bit so the paper doesn't kind of like fold. And now I'm just going to bring the two centers in to that tape and just tape those down. And then I'm going to take that little tab and I'm going to wrap it around the whole thing. And remember, it has the tape on it already. So that's going to make this beautiful little bow. And now for this piece here, I'm just adding a piece of that double-sided tape right along the center there. And I'm going to remove the backing, and then I'm going to attach the bow. And you can see how cute that is, and that's going to add a lot of dimension here. So now I'm going to just set that aside, and I'm going to take the stamp set, and I want this little giraffe and the coordinating dies, and this is called Wild for You. So I've placed the little giraffe in my Misty stamp positioner, and I'm going to take the VersaFine Onyx Black ink pad, and I'm going to ink that up. So once I have that stamped, we're going to go ahead and color this in. I'm using the Zig Clean Color Real Brush pens. This is the pale yellow and the yellow, and we're also going to be using the blender pen as well. So I'm coloring in with the lightest color first, and then adding a little bit of my darker color. And then with the blender pen, I'm just going to clean that off first, make sure it's nice and clean before I go to my paper. And then I'm going to just start blending those two colors together. And I was kind of going for the look of more of a stuffed animal kind of giraffe, not really a realistic looking one, since this is a little baby shower gift. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to put that lightest color down, and just adding the darker color kind of along the sides and the bottom. And then I'm going to go back to that blender and just pull those colors in towards the center. And this blender pen works really well. It's really easy to blend with, and you could also use a water brush here as well. So I continued to blend that out, and now I'm going to grab the beige color. And I'm not going to use two tones of brown here. I wanted to keep it pretty light, but I did come back over it with a second coating because I thought it was a little too light. So this is the first layer of the beige, and I didn't want to change colors. So I just did the beige all over, kind of just sort of towards one side of the little dots on the little spots, and then kind of pulled it over. And then on the little hooves, I did it up towards the top and just kind of pulled it down a little bit. But they're so tiny that you really don't have to fuss too much with these. And here you can see I'm just adding another little bit of layer of color here, just to kind of pull in a little bit more of that darker color. So now you can see that's all set. Now I'm going to grab that coordinating die and place it on here with a little bit of purple tape. And then I'm going to run that through my die cutting machine. Now I'm going to take that little heart from the Rawr dinosaur set, and I'm going to take that little die that coordinates with the heart. I'm just going to place this on an acrylic block here and ink it up again with the VersaFine Onyx Black ink, and then line up that coordinating die and run that through my little sidekick machine as well. So now I'm going to take the light Carmine. This is again the Zig Clean Color marker, and I'm just going to simply color that in. Now using my Nuvo Crystal Glaze, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of a clear glaze over the top of this little heart. That's just going to add a little bit of dimension. Now going back to our little party topper here, I'm going to grab those letters for the word baby and just kind of see where everything lines up here. And what I want to do is line those letters up right along the curve of that topper. So I'm going to take my Lawn Fawn glue tube, and I'm just going to apply glue to each of those letters. And again, I'm using the curve there to line those up. So it makes it really easy to get these lined up perfectly. Now that I have all 4 letters lined up, I'm just going to place an acrylic block on those just to hold them in place while they dry. So I wanted to pop up the giraffe a little bit. So I'm going to use these Gina K foam squares, and these are the white foam squares. And I'm just going to put them sort of towards the bottom of the giraffe and then kind of towards the right side, because he is going to be popping up a little bit. He's going to be hanging off the top there a little bit. So I just cut those little foam squares into smaller little sections, and now I'm going to position that down. Now I'm going to take this little bow and I'm going to place that 1/4 inch double-sided tape along the back of this. I'm going to remove the backing and then center it on the topper. And I just think that bow is just so cute. I love it. That can be used for so many things. So now with the 2 little clouds, I thought I would glue one down flat, and then I'm going to use the foam squares to pop up that second one. And off camera, I simply glued on that little heart in the center of the bow. And now that that's all set, I'm going to take a A2 size vellum envelope, and I'm going to place my little treats inside here. And these are the buttermint creams, and they had this yellow and white kind of like pattern on them, so I thought they'd be perfect. I ended up going to the party shop and I couldn't believe all the really cute different colors of candies they have and all different wrappers. It was kind of fun. So I ended up buying these, and you can see I placed a little bit of my 1/4 inch tape right along the top panel of the envelope there, just because I want to make sure it's nice and secure. And now I've loaded it up with the candies, and I'm just going to tape this shut. And don't worry too much. We're going to be folding it again here. So just kind of flatten it out as best you can. And then I'm going to fold that down one more time just because I thought it was a little too high. And I'm just adjusting the candies here a little bit, and then I'm going to slide that topper on. So I continue to adjust that topper a little bit here, and I just wanted to show you the back as well. And then I'm going to grab my Teresa Collins stapler, and I did put some pink staples in there. On the other one that I did, I used regular staples, so you'd be able to see both. But I thought the pink was kind of fun. And now you can see the completed party favor. I do like how that vellum envelope kind of softens the look. Rather than putting it in cellophane, I thought this was a little bit prettier. And you can see how cute this is. And this is the blue one that I did off camera. And you can really see the glitter paper on the word baby there. These are fun and easy to make, and I just wanted to show you another way to use a die that's a little bit unexpected. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe. And don't forget to visit me at pinkwhisperdesigns.com. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye-bye.